What the this piece of shit.
Hello, welcome back to the channel, and today we're watching Goosebumps. This video is going to come out way later than it should have originally, so sorry to anybody who's waiting for this. But other than that, today we're watching Attack of the Masked Mutant, which has the Masked Mutant. It's a pretty strange episode, and the colors made my eyes hurt when I was younger, so I just stopped watching it halfway through. But this is a two-parter, so we're going to be sitting here for a while. And it also has Adam West. Yeah, Adam West, I got that right. Adam West, who plays the original Batman in the old TV show, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, enough talking on my part, let's just get into this. So the episode starts off with Skipper, our main character, reading a comic book where the Masked Mutant fights the Galloping Gazelle. And Dipper's really enjoying this, just kicking his feet and reading up, when his mom comes in to tell him that his dad's home, but Dipper doesn't want to see his dad, he wants to read his comic books.
He's the Galloping Gazelle in a death grip. Oh dear.
But then his dad comes in to complain about him reading his comic books.
Finished?
Hello, dear.
Is all your homework finished?
Well, not all of it.
But you see, Dipper's not just some comic reading loser, he's a collector.
But Dad, I don't just read them, I collect them. See, like, the Silver Swan. This is the first edition. Do you know how much this thing's worth?
No, how much?
That is not the point.
And they argue a bit more than leave the room. But something else is happening with Skipper's comic book. It seems to be coming to life. Anyway, later at school, Skipper meets with his friend Wilson, who he shows his comic book, but Wilson really couldn't care less. I mean, he's too busy with his rocks. His really cool rock collection. I really don't know why these two are friends, since they literally don't have anything in common. But that's not the only thing that's happening there, because the two are being watched by... Hold on a minute, I know that blue glove anywhere. Is that the manta ray from SpongeBob? Oh, no, it's just the Masked Mutant again. And Skipper uses his keen comic reading eyes to notice that the two are being watched, but just brushes it off.
What are you looking at? I don't know, it just feels like someone's watching me. Still don't see anyone.
But then right here, there's actually a reference right there on the bus, and I actually had to do research to find this. Yeah, I had to read, and that sucks. And I really just couldn't find this ad, so I don't know if it was made specifically for this episode, or if it just doesn't exist. But I did find a few other ads that I found pretty funny, like this one.
Best-selling author in America, R.L. Stein, wants to give you lots and lots of goosebumps 3 different ways.
But yeah, it is pretty disappointing I couldn't find that other ad anywhere else. It could be lost media. Could be lost media. Or not, and it was literally only made for this one scene. And every other time the bus shows up. But other than that, it's a pretty cool Easter egg nonetheless. Anyway, later, Skipper's on the bus when he meets this character I'm not even going to bother remembering the name of, who is also very interested in comic books. And I find that stupid. So I'm just going to skip a whole bit further, where he sees this absolute disgusting eyesore of a building. Yep, this is the very one that burned my retinas when I was 8 years old. I hate this stupid building, and I don't want to look at it anymore, so I'm just gonna skip a whole bunch further, because this episode is 40 minutes, and I'm not sitting through, like, 30 minutes of this episode, which will just consist of this disgusting building. I mean, look at the interior of that thing. It's just... ugh, I don't like it. And later, they go back to the building.
I'm back in the building again!
Where the character I said I wasn't going to remember the name of proceeds to roast the ever-living hell out of Skipper, which I find endlessly amusing.
Go look at this.
An invisibility curtain? Now I know why they call you Skipper. When they handed out brains, you got skipped.
Anyway, the two decide to enter the building because they're so smart. And then they... Oh my god, did Skipper just get tased? Well, I think we should move on from this. But they go further into the building on a... Yep, that's definitely a green screen. That is definitely a green screen. Fantastic. This is an actual clip, by the way. They just walk on a green screen. Anyway, they walk around the Masked Mutant's freaky, creepy house for about 4 minutes until Skipper finds the Masked Mutant's fan fiction or something, including drawings of him that look like Bobby from King of the Hill.
Okay, I'm your dad. I'm your son. Okay. No, you don't.
Anyway, after that, Skipper gets jump scared by the Masked Mutant. Except, it's not the Masked Mutant. It's just a cardboard cutout.
I'm SpongeBob!
Anyway, they finally get out of the building again, and the girl character just disappears into thin air. Houdini. Yeah, gone. So Skipper goes back home, and his dad just kind of fat shames him for not eating his spaghetti.
With a spaghetti, Skipper?
Oh, no, I'm just not that hungry.
There's a first. Mark it on the calendar.
That's actually hilarious.
After his dad says that, Skipper starts going insane and imagining comic book lines everywhere. Superhero comic book lines in real life. Wow. This is so creative. Oh god, I hate this episode. But hey, we're back to my favorite part of these two episodes, the part where Skipper's friend talks about his rock collection.
Those drawings to show me.
You don't believe me either?
Well, I'm not saying you're lying.
And what about the invisibility curtain? Am I just imagining that too?
You know, that's what I like about collecting my rocks. There's nothing weird about them. No invisible rocks. No rocks that look like me. I like that about him.
And then he talks about his crazy uncle.
It's like my Uncle Ralph. First, he started seeing things that weren't there. Then he started smelling things. Then they took him away.
Then, back at home, Skipper reads a comic book with him in it. And, of course, you know where that leads up. You know where that leads him to, yeah? You know where that ends up? Do you want to know? Back at the building. The building again. Oh yeah, and his bus driver's the Masked Mutant.
Hey man, it's Freak Bob. Thanks for answering. People usually don't answer. And it's taking a toll on me. That's why.
And now we're in the final 10 minutes of the episode. How do I know that? Because the creepy Phantom of the Opera music's starting. And I checked. Also, because in the Masked Mutant's creepy basement is Adam West tied up to a chair. Yup, he's finally here for his 10 minutes of screen time, because Goosebumps can't fork out cash to get him to have more screen time. So he's here for like, not even 10 minutes. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's like here for like 4 minutes of actual screen time. But you gotta take what you can get here.
Oh, you can say that over the phone, Batman, but if I had you here, I'd pound you to a pulp!
Start pounding, Joker.
Also, Adam West's probably the only funny character in the whole episode. Here's a few of my favorite quotes.
Hell, you're real!
Real tired of waiting. Turn that heat off. Come on, I'm broiling.
I can't believe this.
I'll give you my autograph later. Hurry up, we don't have much time. How old are you, kid? 8, 9?
I'm 12.
Hey, don't get an attitude.
Can't we take an elevator?
No climbing abilities, huh? You know, kid, if you're gonna be a superhero, you gotta start working out. Gazelle to League of Good Guys, Gazelle to League of Good Guys. heck's sakes, he jammed it. Come on, kid, hurry up. All right, we'll take the stairs. What's your name?
Skipper.
Weird name for a superhero.
Back upstairs, the Galloping Gazelle, aka Adam West, expo dumps a bit before sitting on a chair, which turns out to be, say it with me, the Masked Mutant. Wow.
Not a very comfortable chair either. Snake!
And the Galloping Gazelle uses super cool superpowers to turn into a tornado or something, which is, wow, it's so cool, but it doesn't work. The Masked Mutant just trips him over, and he falls. And what does the great Galloping Gazelle do after this? He just kind of leaves. Yeah, he just leaves Skipper there all alone. What a great guy. Then the Masked Mutant drops some lore about how he actually scanned Skipper and some other stuff. But then the girl shows up again. Yeah, you remember her. Guess what? She's the Masked Mutant. Wow, isn't it such a plot twist? Isn't that amazing? Wow.
Bad to you, Skipper.
No, please. I'll just leave and take a bus home. And I won't tell anybody. Honest.
I let you leave.
I'm getting sick of this. But then, Skipper uses his superpower of gaslighting to trick the Masked Mutant into killing himself. The Masked Mutant's, not doing so good. He turned into a puddle and he's gone now. And, it's kind of the end. Yeah, it's over. What an amazing episode. Except, no, we're not actually finished, because guess what? There's a little bit at the end. And something super surprising happens.
Elastic boy? Stretch it!
And that's the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. In the comments, let me know what you thought about that episode. And it wasn't as bad as I remember it being. I remember it being probably worse. But Adam West was great in this, and so was the Masked Mutant, who's also been in a few other episodes, which I'll probably put up in little boxes here when I remember to. And just thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and I'll probably post a few more of these. And I'll add a little end screen so you can click on those videos when they're out. Yeah, little boxes. That's cool, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Baby, I'm playing.